Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and today we're going to look into what's coming your way within the next 4 weeks when it comes to material things, money, career, success. Let's jump into it right away and see what's coming your way. And by the way, if you enjoy these ones and would like to see more, don't forget to give some love and hit subscribe. I see a person right away. I see a person standing here. They're wearing like a long gown, or I don't want to say it's a dress. It's kind of like gown is sort of maybe the judge's gown that they wear. That's a long black something. This can be an authority figure. Their head, they have kind of like a horns. The horns, Capricorn, the goat, that is symbol of Capricorn actually has the horns. So this can indicate your authority because the animals grow the horns during a time period. This can be during that time period, the experience that you have gathered is actually being of use. Another thing I see here, this seems like within between the 3rd week and the 4th week showing up, there's a car. This can be a vehicle. It can be a physical vehicle, like a car, replacing the old with the new one. This can also be your authority merging with a new vehicle for your financial success, coming together from the roots of, because this is the roots, this is your heart space, it is your true intention, merging together and forming this new building. I even see a person here, but I want to get to it later because I see a room right there. There's empty space in there. The room can be symbolizing your new environment that you're creating for yourself. This can be a new office, a new home, a new space that you will feel comfortable, do the things that you do better, freely, and more, maybe even expanding into that space, into a bigger and larger area. This can be for some of you, the first thing popped into my head now is maybe you have a certain area or like a geographic place, maybe like a certain city that you distribute some things. This can be even like expanding to the next city or maybe online, reaching to other countries as well. I see a horse head right here in the first week, and there's a second horse exactly right copied to another one here. I would say chariot energy, but the chariot has phoenixes in front of him. Not the phoenixes, sphinxes in front of him. And also I interpret that as chariot as the horses are pulling it as well. But one of them is black, one of them is dark. So it's the good and bad leaving the old town behind. That's the meaning. But I see here 2 white horses indicates 2 of your heart's desire galloping towards you, or even maybe there's actually like a carriage above them. Kind of looks like a roof as well. This can be a barn. Maybe in the literal sense, if you are maybe breeding horses, can be finding these 2 white breeds that can be really strong and powerful. I know it's very specific. Horses indicates wish fulfillment in this kind of symbols as the coffee cup symbols. So this can be also 2 of your very good, clear intention, because white is clarity. The wishes that you have, the desires, intentions you have, that you're putting them under the roof. Okay, under your roof, owning, and maybe even finding a way to really achieve them easily, obtain them. And it seems like within the first week, this kind of looks like a legal paper to me, or even a page from a book. I see letter V here. There's another one. This can be you're actually, another thing come to me, maybe you're writing a book or you're working on something written, can be actually achieving success with that showing up here. V is victory. This can also be maybe selling something, purchasing something, or going somewhere. It can be an approval of a visa, a job opportunity coming to you. And there's this new lady. She's not new on YouTube, actually. She just popped onto my page. Her name is Yana, I think. She's a manifestation coach, but she was exactly speaking this thing that I'm talking about, synchronicity of life. Okay, so this can be a synchronicity happening with the horses. Maybe you're getting guided towards a certain direction. And she said there a very specific thing. She said, after you start writing your desires very specifically and what you want to have, and then just let it go and focus on what's happening in your day-to-day life, and then the synchronicities might happen in a positive way or a negative way. Do not really condemn anything coming your way. So it can be something, maybe you're being guided, you're feeling something negative, so you're going to the hospital, but you're meeting there the love of your life, or maybe getting offered a perfect job that fits to your desire and also pays great. So take everything as it goes, and knowing that this is actually guiding you towards where you need to be. Okay, so the white papers are a good sign, though. It's not a negative thing. White paper, clean paper can be a good contract that will be an approval, or like a visa application getting approved. It can be also symbolizing that. The letter V right here is the victory moment that you will be celebrating right away. Another thing I see here is, this is a salamander, or like a big, is it a crocodile? No, it doesn't really have that kind of like a big mouth, but salamander energy is a fire energy. This can be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius showing up. They are covering the base of this agreement. This can be someone who is passionate about what they do, that you're receiving support from, maybe lifting you up a little bit. Lifting up can be maybe they're giving you a referral that you need, or information that you need, guidance. And they are covering a lot of like a ground right there. So this can be even someone, maybe when you're working on the project in your hand, covering the basis of this. For example, maybe you have a creation idea, an invention idea. This person can be the one who is filing the patent work and doing the paperwork stuff while you are growing, developing this patent you have, this invention that you have, because there's also like a paperwork side of it. So the paperwork can be getting handled by this person. V also can be in the first name or the last name of this person that is covering the ground. Victor, Ava, Eve, Victoria. So Venus can be in their name, and also maybe in their sign. Venus is a Libra or a Taurus sign, and they are handling this 2 weeks. Seems like the paper to paper, there's just legal things are handling. I know this is for the next 4 weeks timeline, but this can also be making your mind and getting clarity. The papers can also become like giving clarity about your roadmap. Within the third week, I see there are 2 people showing up here. And the third one, like I said, the room is right there, but the room looks like a man with a nose as well. For some of you, this can be your new creative space that you will be entering into. For other parts, I feel like there are 3 people here. 2 of them are coming. One of them has a sword on their neck. So maybe they're doing certain things forcefully. This can be forceful offers that you're receiving, or the person behind them are forcing them to do certain things in a certain way. So for some of you, this can be coming as a warning sign. Maybe you are somebody's advertising or maybe marketing something to you. Purchase this. This is amazing. It will help you a lot. It will be great. But the sword on the neck kind of tells us this is not really something that they're selling you or bringing you, because this is going to be really good. This is because they're under some sort of like an empty-minded person's under their force that they are doing these things. This can be even sometimes, I'm thinking, like a school system, because some schools are money-making machines. They're not really the degrees that they're handing can be useful for entering into certain fields, but they might not really give you what you truly want if your purpose is just to get the knowledge. Okay, for some of you, this can be something to be aware of, and there's an empty space maybe you can enter in, or this can even be someone that has other people in front of them. You're trying to get to them. You're trying to sell them something or sell an idea to them because they have an empty space in their mind. So you might have to go through these two people first to take care of the situation, okay? And I see that there's another way that you're finding. You're not even dealing with them. There's another pathway opening from the bottom floor, basically, rather than just going to the top. The bottom floor can indicate multiple things. This can be in the literal sense, maybe, or even like the workers of working, doing like the small things that we usually ignore and think these people do not have power. And basically, though, they have much more power than we think because they arrange the meetings, they do things, they have access to every little details and programs and stuff like that. It can be something. Don't take bottom floor in the sense of like a degrading thing. I do not use it that way. I feel like it is like there are some executives on the top. They only know what they do, but there's some receptions on the bottom. They know everything that everybody does. So they have much more power when you look at the big picture, but we do not really perceive it that way in this today's world. So you're finding another way here. And there's the car right there, which can be even providing you a vehicle to reach to where you need to go. Within the 3rd week timeline, I see the legal paper, which has a massive fish on top of it. And there is actually a seat right there. Kind of like when I look at it this way, it looks like a seat. But also there's a woman with a crown right here that may be offering you, excuse me, the fish. The fish can be money, opportunity, resources. And I feel the energy of now this lady can be Queen of Pentacles, who is resourceful. So this can also be someone Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel like maybe from you get access to the right place, then you're gonna be the one sitting here that is offering other things to the people, other opportunities, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, focus on that one and let's see what the answer is going to be for that. I see here you have the most animated saucer compared to other signs now, okay? I see there's a horse again, which is climbing up a hill. Horses are a good sign, like I mentioned, but this is a darker horse. So this can be the darker, maybe some things that had some time to resolve. Your desire took like 3 turns to come forward. So it can be like the 3rd try or the 3rd option can be the way to go. And the horse disappeared now, but this horse can be the darker part of the story standing in front of you, the darker things that you need to dissolve and resolve. So it seems like they are going to, when you are focused on how to make your goals come to life, it is going to dissolve by itself. I see there's a beautiful bridge here. The bridge can be the bridge of incidents that will lead you to your home, your success. I see here there's a massive dragon or maybe even a dinosaur you have as a pet. Dinosaur can be a person who has a lot of good knowledge that can guide you to the right direction. It can be in any field, like maybe you're setting up a business or setting up a certain thing for yourself and you need an accountant who knows what they're doing very well, that is established. That can be the energy of that too. And the bridge of incidents, what we see in bridges, in the 5 of Cups energy, we see the bridges. So that's why I think that message came to me before I started your video, that the things can come to you in a good and bad format. It doesn't have to be, do not judge the way this thing shows up, because we see the 5 of Cups has this bridge, okay? You see 3 cups spilled. The 3 cups actually have green and red juices flowing out of them, which they actually symbolize some poison that wasn't meant for you. You have 2 cups upright here, so there's a bridge of incidents happening. The bridge is leading you towards the castle, your highest blessings, and grab your 2 gains out of the thing, the 2 filled cups, and move further to your desire here, your castle. And I even see here there's a magician right there holding a wand, and this can be someone handing you over the wand. The magician can be a Gemini or a Virgo who has something that you desire, or maybe they are an expert on that thing, and you might get handed over the baton. Basically, there is baton in the sense of their skill set, their connections, their position might be handed over to you. It seems like within the second week this is happening. This can even become the conversation matter within the second week. And the third week, there's a massive fish, and they're all inside your comfort zone. This person's bringing you this baton, the wand, the magic wand, handing it over to you within the second week. And the third week can be that you're using this resource in order to multiply your income, or fish can be money, opportunities, and success that will show up after that you receive the blessing. Okay, let's get the blessing of the person. That can be also the blessing of the person. We're gonna get to your tarot now. You can focus on a specific question if you have one in your mind, or we can just check to see generally what's happening and where the opportunities lie for you. Okay, this is the current situation now. Okay, we have the Empress energy, Taurus and Libra. This doesn't have to be a certain person that is coming, the current energy. This can be you actually diving deeper into what else you can do, your resources. And she is resourceful. She's the Mother Earth, creative. You are the Earth sign. Your creativity is actually going to be in the top moment right now. That's the current situation. That's going to, the ideas come to you, will have massive potential to grow and flourish. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources might be showing up for you here. The opportunity lies, this is the Seven of Cups energy. When you decide, okay, this decision making is extremely important. We have here, these are all chakra colors, by the way, and we have in the wishing well, there's a yellow chakra, which is a solar plexus. I feel like it's your joy center. Whatever gives you joy, whatever makes you happy, that's where the financial opportunities will lie. But you need to, we're going to get the clarifiers to see what else is there, but it seems like you need to make a choice. You might have a lot of things in your mind, a lot of things that is actually, that has massive potential to bring you some wealth and success. But I feel like here you need to make a choice. You know, this doesn't mean losing the other opportunities. This means that start with one thing and the others will develop. Okay, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. I have here, this is actually your challenge right there when it comes to financials. Ace of Michaels is Ace of Swords energy, a new idea coming after you choose one thing. Okay, you keep choosing one thing, but another new idea comes forward. Maybe another idea of upgrade comes forward, and that can be the item that is the situation that is slowing your progress. Okay, a wonderful new idea. There you go. This is the challenge. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So this can also indicate that maybe you're having a hard time to make a choice. As soon as you make a choice, another new thing comes forward and causes you to maybe block the communication with other things and the process, the growth opportunities, the process. Okay, so it is suggesting, I feel like here, that you need to focus on your subject and move forward with it. A new idea comes to you, just maybe even put a pause on that new idea, or use it to whatever that you have chosen already to grow that. When I look at this plate now, I see here a trunk of an elephant, the ear of the elephant right there outside, right outside of your comfort zone here when you receive the wand. This can be something which has a long-term financial stability, bringing long-term financial stability into your life when you take over some other person's, or I keep saying baton. I keep thinking baton, but that's a word for wand, taking like somebody else's legacy. Basically, that's what it keeps coming to me. And elephants usually symbolize legacy as well. How should you manage your finances? Very carefully. We have your energy here. This is Pentacles, your Capricorn energy, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. This means that you can make anything good, and the investments that you make smart, in a smart, calculated way, have a massive potential. There's so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. That's the way to go to manage your finances. Being watched over by someone kind. Know that you're always being protected, but also the ideas for planning can come forward through this kind of protection as well. Maybe someone can offer you how to organize your expenses, your income, how to allocate that. That is also a type of help coming, divine help. What will that bring you in the future? Your heart's desire. Two of Raphael is Two of Cups. Your heart's desire, wish fulfillment, and also perfect partnership, aligning with the right people, being in the right place in the right time, and having this romantic relationship with actually not only material success and materials in your life, also enjoying them. Like that's what I feel like this energy soulmate connection brings. This can be also partnering up with the right people, but money is an energy, wealth is an energy. So I feel like you're going to have a romance with it. You're going to enjoy it very much. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. So this is also, I feel like you're connecting with the right people when it comes to material success. Let's get to the clarifiers. We'll see what the Empress bringing you, and I want to see what this is first. This is Seven of Swords energy. Okay, this can be like someone, I'm going to put it on the side here because it wasn't intentional. Maybe there's someone tricky, doing some tricky stuff. We have two sevens already. Someone doing some tricky stuff that is not favorable. Being aware of that is important, and saying no to that when it's displayed to you is important. We have with the Nine of Swords with the Empress. So the Empress energy is telling you time to make plans and act upon them, use your creativity, and there are going to be some fears of the past or the future are going to actually sprout while you are following your passion. This is telling you be aware of them, and this can turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy if you step into everything with massive fear. This can actually cause you to go the pathway of the fear and keep fulfilling those prophecies. So if you want to stay away from them, first be aware of them, because their fear, they're not really happened yet. Maybe something happened in the past, but it doesn't mean that it is going to keep repeating itself. If you change the course of action, the direction that you're going, it will evolve, because when you keep doing the same things, the results will be the same. But this time, when you approach with a creative attitude and change your attitude and the course of action, the results will be different. The financial opportunities we have here, this is the King of Pentacles. I'm trying to find his shield. Yeah, there's a pentacle right there. So when you choose correctly, when you choose in a calculated way, because I feel like this is all calculation. The final result is love and like something emotional, but the process is not. So when you choose wisely, you will get to the position of the King of Pentacles. You will be ruling the material success here. You will be owning, you'll be creating, and you will be even enjoying it. The challenge here, we said the Ace of Michaels, we have Ace of Wands. This is also a new adventure, a new idea, a new adventure. With the Seven of Cups is actually really clear when I look at that. So going after a different desire each and every day can be the problem, instead of just focusing all your energy into one thing. Okay, it's just the Master of None. I think that saying is not really complete, that we are really knowing it the halfway. But in your case, this applies to you. Being Master of One is the key for this next 4 weeks, okay? And then you can continue that mastership to maybe to the next thing that you desire. And how should you manage your finances? We have also a Page of Wands. So while you're planting your seeds, you can cultivate more creative ideas in there, and maybe being a little bit adventurous is okay. But planning is the key. In those plans, you can be flexible inside of those plans. What will that bring to you in the long term? Knight of Pentacles again. Here we have Master of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles comes twice. So again, you're not going to leave the planning. You're going to do your own planning and strategizing and taking careful steps. And that will really become a lifestyle. I feel like for some of you, it's going to become your lifestyle. So, but still, because you're going to have a lot of fun when the opportunities present itself and you're going to be enjoying what you're doing very well, you're not going to mind that planning, okay? Which I do, even if it seems like some things are not planned when it comes to this kind of readings. Even if I plan thoroughly what I'm going to actually talk about every reading before I start, okay? So becomes a lifestyle, and I enjoy making like plans about the readings that I'm going to do. Okay, let's see what the oracle says. What you should focus on beyond the small family. Okay, for some of you, this has a wide spiritual meaning. This means that you're serving to humanity beyond the small family. You are serving a larger family, because when you look at the big picture, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all related. We are all coming from one source, and not even like bloodline, but we can also, even the creator of all that is the creator of all of us. So we are connected. So when you are creating wealth opportunities, focus on that. You are really serving a larger humanity, okay? Larger bunch of people, not just only the certain things, like the people that you're talking to day to day. There's a bigger purpose here for you. I know this is like next 4 weeks, but some things, it's like with this energy of Gemini, something new is being released for you here too. How can you do that? No mind. Do not discriminate. Do not judge. Here, no mind, I mentioned in a prior video, reminds me of Dr. Joe Dispenza's actually meditations. And he says, be nowhere, no thing. And don't, like, that's the nowhere, no thing. And something like that, he says, which indicates that you can not really create from where you are, because we have certain belief systems instilled within us. So if we keep thinking from where we are, who we are, and what we do, our job, or like our abilities, we cannot really create something new from that space. And in those meditations, he says, be nowhere, nothing, in no space, just focusing on being the whole. And then from that space, it becomes easier to create. So you can maybe even go ahead and find one of his meditations and do one of his manifestation meditations. And that will help you focus on the larger picture easily. What blessings that will bring into your life? Laughter, enjoyment with the Two of Cups. Also, I feel like love, and you will feel the abundance of the universe better that way. Okay, you will be enjoying yourself and your material success very well. This is your second oracle. Now I ask the best advice or guidance for my beautiful Capricorns now through unconditional love. Thank you. Let's see. Draw down the moon. The forest nymph stands in the sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild good night. We have here the dark, no mind, with the dark night here. There's a night here as well. So there's some messages in the night for you. This can be you writing down your messages before you go to sleep, focusing on your desires 3-4 minutes before you go to sleep. It can be also that. We have the moon right here shining, even though it is the light time, the daytime. And this door is opening to like a new bright sky for you. So draw down the moon. Find us in the wild and good night. I don't know if you can connect with the forest nymphs through the night, and I don't even think this is something safe, because I watch some people, they connect with these energies and they don't really say it's a safe thing. But what you can do, you can use the night times before the sleep, meditation time, and journaling time to prepare your mind for the desires, to receive the desires that you have. This is going to be your spirit animal for this next 4 weeks. Let's see which one wants to assist you during this time. Okay, we have a tarantula. I know it kind of looks a little for some of you, maybe this can be a phobia, but I feel like animals do not really have negative intentions. They just exist and they have meanings as well, and their jobs on the planet. And this one's the web weaver. This one is the destiny creator. Basically, weaving the web of destiny can be as a symbol reminding you that, okay? At a crossroad, claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention in order to find true happiness. You must choose dharma. Dharma means your life purpose. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you will choose wisely. This is suggesting that you should be following your gut feeling, your intuition. And if you have any hesitations and intellectualizing your responses to situations, this is telling you to go back inside, focus on being no mind, and try to hear the voice of your intuition, okay? And this practice, there's a practice here for you that you can use in order to focus that attention to your intuition, is journaling daily. This is your final card. Now we're going to pull and see what's the message for you here. We have a great message right there. Let's see. Yes, hi. I would like for everything to stay the same. Capricorns, there's a change coming. You need to change certain things. And I feel like here, this is also telling you that there's tornado happening right there, but you don't want it to change. But it seems like it is much more colorful down there here, okay? Imagine how archaic things would be if the paradigm never shifted. Sometimes stuff needs to be moved around. It may appear worse at first, but when the dust settles, you will be grateful for this new configuration. Okay? I love that for you. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.